Guys, I hope you're well and welcome back to another session. And today we're starting with a brand new series called Greater Than. And it's all about getting you to be really into serving and into serving God, and also, getting yourself into the sync of what God wants you to do as well. But before I continue, I want to read from James 2, verses 14 to 17, and it says, "What does it profit, my brethren, if someone says he has faith but does not have works? Can faith save him? If a brother or sister is naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you says to them, 'Depart in peace, be warmed and filled,' but you do not give them the things which are needed for the body, what does it profit? Thus also have faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead." So that verse that James has written, and I love James because he really understands that whole faith and works. If we cannot put our actions with our faith, then our faith is basically dead. That's what he's actually saying. And it's quite scary because some of you might have amazing faith in God and in Jesus, and you're like, "Man, I want this to happen," and you've got all the faith in the world, but nothing happens. Why is that? Well, quite simply is sometimes we don't put action with our words. Let me give a really, really simple example. You've got a test and you pray to God, "Hey God, listen, please help me pass this test. I'm so stressed." And you go into the test, but you have not studied and you fail the test. What went wrong? Well, quite simply is you prayed and you said, "Hey, help me pass this test." But you didn't actually put in the work to pass the test. Because remember, if we do that sort of thing, we need to understand that there are going to be consequences if we don't follow through. So how does this work with us? Well, quite simply is we need to understand actions are greater than words. There's a famous saying that everyone used, which is you need to walk the walk and talk the talk, which means you need to follow through. You need to take action. You need to be able to be committed and say, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to do it. Come hell or high water, I'm going to do it." That is what you want to do, is really push through and say, "I'm going to do this." For example, you might be saying to a friend, "Hey, I'm going to come see you," but then on the day you cancel him for no reason. That is basically, you said the one thing, but you did another. Right? And that is also a big problem in our society, not just in South Africa, but globally as a whole, because a lot of people say one thing and then they do another, which is how the world works lately, is we say we're going to do it, but then we don't do it, right? Makes sense. So when we look at this, what is the difference between greater than doing or talking? What is the difference? What's greater than? Is it greater to be doing, or is it greater to be talking? But here's a nice example. Think of it this way. You want to be the best athlete or musician or whatever you want to be in the world, but you don't put in the work. See the difference? If we do not put in the work and we don't have the faith, we're not going to get there. But if we've got faith that we can do it, we've got faith in ourselves and we've got faith in God, and we still don't follow through, we're not going to get there. But if you do work hard, like for example, look at the likes of Tiger Woods, Ernie Els, Roger Federer, all these big sporting names. I mean, most of you are soccer fans. Think of Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. They didn't just take a ball and go, "Kick, and I'm the best soccer player in the world." No, they worked hard at practices. They worked hard in their youth. And they got to where they are through hard work and determination and having faith. As far as I know, some of the sporting guys that you know that are Christian had faith in God to help them through their career, but also had faith that they could do it themselves. Having faith in yourself is also a big thing that you need to have in your life, because if you can't believe in yourself, you're not going to take that action that is so important. So there's two ingredients that we need when it comes to doing and not just talking. Number one, we need to obviously have that plan or that idea of what we want to be. And then we need to have faith, obviously, in God and Christ. But thirdly, we also need to have faith in ourselves. If we can't have faith that we can do it, not in our own power, but with God's help, then what's the point? But if we can have those three ingredients, having the vision, having God's help, and also having the faith that you can also do it if God is with you, then you're built for success. But I want to encourage each and every single one of you to push forward and to really take action. So I would like you guys to take out your first envelope in your packs. So it's today's date. And you'll have a paper, something like this. Okay? And it will say becoming. You'll see there's the key verse and the aim, as well as reflection questions. And as you can see, I'm going to just move a little bit to the side. As you can see, there's some questions there, and then you see right at the bottom, that's where I want to put your attention to. Right at the bottom is a challenge, and you've got two options. But if you can do both, great. If not, just do one. The one that's, the one that you can do. The first option is take time this week to take inventory of good things in your life that could become great. So, in other words, reflect on what is good in your life right now and how you can make that great as well. Remember, sometimes we have certain talents that we have, but we don't really use them. If you've got a talent that you're getting better and better at, think how you can make that talent great and how God can help you with that talent as well. The second option is quite a nice option. I love this challenge because it speaks to me. Maybe it speaks to you as well. And it says here, serve people in your family this week and be ready to share your experience on the WhatsApp group. What does that mean? Well, quite simply is go and do something for your family. Not because you have to, but I want you to do it out of agape love. So in other words, unconditional love, and because they didn't ask it. If it means, maybe it's packing away the dishes without your mom asking. Or maybe it's, cleaning the house so that she doesn't have to clean. Or maybe doing something with dad and say, hey dad, listen, I know you got this going on. Can I help you? Do that type of thing. Because you'll see that the reaction might be different, and also the experience that you get might be way different to when you have to do it. So that is the challenge for this, or the challenges for this week. If you do that second option, please say, hey guys, I did challenge 2 on the paper, and this is what I experienced. Let us know. We want to hear from you. Don't be shy. Let us know what your experiences are. And that is how we will know that, hey, that is so awesome. It's one way to keep you accountable, and also it's one way so we can encourage you even more. So guys, that is our lesson today. And next week, Mark will be doing week 2. And I hope that you have an amazing week. And I trust that you will put action into your faith as well. Have a great day, guys. And we will see each other soon.